Hello, my friends. It's Wednesday, late afternoon, almost evening, and I'm going to drink my tea, and we're going to talk a little more about A Course in Miracles. We've talked a bit about forgiveness, the importance of forgiveness in A Course in Miracles. We can say that the entirety of it is forgiving so that we remember where we are. We forgive thoughts of the past. We forgive projections into the future. My cat's running in here as soon as she heard my voice. And that leaves us where? Right here, present moment. If every A Course in Miracles says that we have love and we have fear, that the opposite of love isn't hatred, as we traditionally hold it, but it's actually fear, and that every attack is based upon fear. So anytime we feel that we're being attacked, anytime that we are attacking, anytime we're holding a grievance, anytime we're projecting a grievance, we're in need of forgiveness so that we can recognize that the present moment is all we have, and the present moment is love. Fear is an illusion, and only love is real. One of the ways, this isn't talked about in the Course, at least not, there's been an absence for me of A Course, and I'm diving back in. I studied it for many, many, many years. I finished the workbook and the text in 2009, and I thought the Course would work through me, and it did to an extent. However, as all things, if it's not kept as an active practice, then it weakens over time. I have felt the need to dive back in, more than a need. I felt the urge, a calling to walk the path as clearly and powerfully as possible, surrendering to it, and to just keep surrendering to it. So, to the best of my recollection, I don't recall the Course talking about the power of I'm sorry, an apology. And I liken an apology, as I'm talking about, the energy of saying I'm sorry, the same as forgiveness. That it's not something that we do for other people. We're not saying I'm sorry as in I did this to you and I'm sorry. We're not apologizing for ourselves or even to ourselves. When we say I'm sorry, what we're saying is I recognize that I have been an active participant in a situation in the past or maybe in the future, but I am sorry. And I return to the present moment. I forgive and I return to the present moment. A lot of times when you apologize, you hear people say, it's okay, it's not your fault. And a true apology isn't about assigning blame. It's not even about accepting blame. It is forgiving ourselves. I'm sorry that I allowed myself to get carried to that moment of acting from ego, or that I projected my grievances, I projected my fear onto the situation or onto you, or I'm sorry that I didn't recognize the holy instant where I'm only and always in this moment that's embraced by love. Saying I'm sorry simply returns me here, time and time again. There's a wonderful practice, Hawaiian shamanism, Ho'oponopono. Don't ask me to spell it. I'm just happy that I'm pronouncing it correctly, hopefully. And there's 4 phrases that are used in Ho'oponopono, and that is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And they liken it to a magic eraser, that we're literally erasing the karmic ties that we have towards the past or what carries us forward into the future, and we are recentering ourselves in this one and only holy instant. Ho'oponopono is a very powerful practice, and it's simply that repetition. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. No particular order. We just say those 4 phrases as needed, as they come to mind, as the situation calls for. And again, we are not asking anyone or anything to forgive us. We're simply stating that I'm sorry I find myself as a participant in whatever it is that is bringing myself fear, or is involving you in fear, or for any situation that we're caught up in our projections. And I'm sorry. I surrender. I let it go. I return to love, which has never left me, never forsaken us, ever. So that's the power of I'm sorry. And it's linked to the power of forgiveness. Ho'oponopono is a powerful practice. You don't need to do the whole 4 phrases or to practice Ho'oponopono. We just say I'm sorry. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the videos that we're doing. We're just talking about A Course in Miracles and related subjects. I'll probably do some more short ones on meditation, as well as some breath work. For me, it all ties together. I see how my long-time path of yoga has led me back to my long-time practice of A Course in Miracles. And the two aren't really separate from each other. And it's a pretty magical place to be in right now. They both hold mystery for me. And I'm really happy to be stepping forward into that mystery. So, with that, guys, I'll see y'all later. Take care.